whether it's the Republicans who win, whether it's the Democrats who win, like I said before, we're all one America.
Yep.
We should all be, although it may not have been our side who won, you shouldn't actively try to hope that the other side loses, because who loses at the end of it? It's gotten to a point now where we, on each side, and I say we because at the end of the day we're all Americans, although I don't partake in the bullshit of it all.
And the Americanness.
But it's like, hey, all right, our side didn't win. Let's just actively go out of our way to sabotage. While all the other nations, although they may not be unified, they're much more unified than we are.
I think the reason it's so divisive though is because it's so good lately. There's no wars.
Right. Motherfuckers, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
They're comfortable.
But the second there's a war again, we're getting that engine, proud to be an American.
You would hope. Because I myself, I looked at it like that, and then a piece of me is starting to get to the point where you look at like patriotism, it's at a all-time low.
But that's because there's no common enemy.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
It's like when you hate your parents or something, and then someone offends them, you're like, hey, what the fuck, dude? That's
right, but the problem is how far along does it get to where, because let's just say you hate your parents long enough to where if somebody disrespects you, you jump in on it as well. Like there comes a point in which you get to a point where it's like it's gone too far. So when is too far, in a situation like that? Because I would not be surprised.
Some people are like, man, fuck America type thing?
Like remember a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about like what happened with the on TikTok where the people were like defending Al Qaeda and all the other stuff. Like even if you're a conspiracy theorist, whatever the case may be, but if you now are like, nah, man, fuck America, but you live here or whatever, it's only a matter of time before the war comes to your front door, and now people are like, well, I'm not partaking.
No, but I think that's when you spin the propaganda.
Go down with the shit.
No, but I think that's when you spin the propaganda machine.
You would think.
Because I think right now the issue is that propaganda machine is spinning the other way.
Right.
So I think the second that there's a common enemy and all these big corporations know, because some people, I'm not gonna lie, I want to say 75% of people are NPCs, maybe higher, 80% of people.
Higher than that.
80% of people are NPCs.
Yeah, most people are NPCs.
And they just listen to whatever they hear or they see. Right. So right now they're really divided because the propaganda machine is just spinning in different directions. Yeah. But the second that there's a common enemy to anything, let's say everyone's self-interests are at stake. Because a great example, if America falls, every company here falls.
Right, every company here falls, yeah, right.
So let's say, oh shit, I own this company, I'm making a bunch of money, I don't want it to fail. Time to spin the motherfucking propaganda machine. I own Google. Any Google search about anything is going to be America first, baby. I own Facebook, I own Instagram, I own Twitter, I own NBC, I own MSNBC. Every single thing is going to be America first. Now it doesn't matter if you're left-wing, right-wing, Democrat, Republican. That propaganda machine is spinning, so everyone is being fed the same information.
Right.
And everyone is forced to think the same thing. And because 75% of people are NPCs, whatever they see, they're going to stick to it.
Yeah, but then the only pushback that I would have with that is, again, like how far is too far? Because if now, let's just say you buy so into, anti-America or whatever the case is, you buy into the current propaganda that's there. What happens if you're like, I'll die on this sword? Well, and then you try to spin it the other way, and now you're fucked.
I think there are people that are like that. But
there are,
like
there's the extremists.
But I think 70% of people are NPCs, so you'll get enough people. Because the great example, my mom is an NPC. My mom was an NPC. My mom is like the NPC that, in the Pokemon games where you have to talk to your mom.
Yeah.
It's laughing. It's true. It's like, go collect your running shoes from your mom, and you go to your mom and she says it. Yep. So my mom is an NPC like that. So it's like, my mom, every time I meet my mom, she's like, did you see the news?
Yep.
They're stealing bikes out there. I'm like, Mom, nobody's stealing fucking bikes out there. I don't know where the fuck you heard that.
Yeah.
Did you see the news? You need to get your 7th booster. I'm like, Mom, no one's getting their 7th booster. So
right. Yeah.
whatever.
My parents are like that. Yeah.
Whatever your mom's like that too. Yeah. So all of our moms are NPCs.
But then at the same time, you got to take into account with generation. What did you come up with? And then how did you get all your information when you were younger? All primarily through the news. There was no independent research.
You can get my mom to do anything you want. Just put something news related on it. So like my mom, anything news related. He's laughing. It's true. Anything news related, my mom's gonna do it. So I was like, oh, Donald Trump is gonna win again. She's like, but he's mean. I'm like, why is Donald Trump? Yeah, why is Donald Trump mean? Yeah. And she's like, he abused his power. I'm like, in what way? And she's like, I don't know. I just see he's mean to people. I'm like, Mom, What?
There's no real because if you cite your sources, you go into detail, you got it. All right, you worked for the opinion.
Right.
But if it's just repeat what it is that you hear, because everybody repeats information.
Right.
But how much more information do you have? And then where did you get this from? Do you have an informed opinion? Because everybody can have appear to look like they have an opinion, but then they don't.
I respect people that form their own opinions, NPC or not. You could be someone that has complete opposite opinions, but if you come with a very nuanced argument, you have a very, very distinct point, you back it up with some numbers, you add a little flavor to it. I'm like, listen, you're the enemy, but listen, you're a good enemy to have because you can think.
Right. Because you at least went out of your way to learn and brief yourself on the situation. But if you're someone that just
says whatever is fed to you, you're an NPC. So my mom is an NPC, and I think eventually there's a common enemy.
Right.
The propaganda machine starts spinning, and because propaganda is just marketing, but it's marketing for a cause instead of it's marketing with no monetary return, and it's marketing that costs a lot of money to do it. So I think I would be really good at spinning a propaganda machine, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it to get money. It's marketing not to get money, but to get influence or control, right? It's marketing to get control instead of marketing to get money.